Hey YouTube, what's going on? BRX here, and today we are back with Halcyonic Folly. And like I said last session, I want to start these off by reminding everyone that we are just here to have fun and to make an amazing story. Some of us are new and don't know what we're doing, and I am one of those people who are trying to figure out kind of what I'm doing with my character. We are trying our best, and we're having fun doing so. I say this hoping that you guys will respect and enjoy everyone here. To get on with the shoutouts, Nova has a live streaming channel, I think on Twitch, that I will leave in the description below. I want to shout out a couple people who are watching. One being Warren, which is DM's father, which we're happy to have watch. And again, shout out to Pete. Real great guy who encourages me to keep doing my voice and better my voice acting. He really enjoys the voice acting we do for our characters, and again, not really knowing D&D much, still enjoys the story that we're putting forward, which is our main goal for everyone at home. We love you all, and we're so happy that you get to be part of this adventure with us. I'm so excited to see where this goes. And without further ado, let's jump right back in to Halcyonic Folly. Thank you.
Alright. So, where we left off, motherfucker. Where we left off last session, the group of you had just beaten this test of some sort, left behind by the elusive V, as you found their name to be when you found a note left for you all by her. It was largely comprised of saying how she expected it to happen and wasn't surprised to see you all succeed, but that she looked forward to seeing you all again in the future. You all spent some time celebrating your success and recuperating from your wounds before returning to the Ehrenfell Grove, where you all found the Oak Mother outside of the circle that kept her contained within the great tree. She was happy to see you all, and even happier to be able to leave the tree and spend some time speaking with you all. You all agreed that returning to the city was likely the best bet, and she was going to send a group with you to try and set up some way to get people out of it. Okay. Give me 1 second, because there's an ad playing, and it's fucking me up because somebody else is talking. I don't care about Geico. Whatever. So that night, you all returned to your rooms. Rurik got a little confused trying to find Elizabeth's room and ran into Sinclair at one point, but eventually found Elizabeth and took her outside to see the flower bed that marked where his wife and daughter had been laid before. As he did, he noticed a trio of flowers that filled him with a new breath for life. The next morning, the group of you, as well as a handful of rangers, including Branch Ferna, left to the forest, emerging out into the fields surrounding the city. In the distance, you saw that something was wrong. Around the city was this dome of force that was keeping everything out, but also keeping all of the smoke contained within. You also all noticed a encampment to the north. You all approached, stealthing up, before Rurik emerged himself to speak to the dwarf that he recognized as having came from the city and the Coalition's forces. There, you learned that the Protectorate's Magi had closed off the city with this modified Wall of Force spell that kept everybody that was inside in, as well as the smoke, that kept everybody out. The castle at the farthest end of the city, where the Protectorate's forces and head remained, was outside of this dome, keeping themselves safe from the smoke while damning everybody else inside. You learned that Sarcana was not able to escape and remained inside somewhere. The wizard, whose name is actually evading me at the moment, I still have the thing here. Uranus.
Do you mean the cleric?
No, it was the wizard that talked to you all about it, not the cleric.
Oh, okay.
But they informed you that more than likely the entirety of the Protectorate's magi was holding this spell up, keeping it going for as long as possible, and that the best way to bring that spell down and regain entry into the city was to disrupt that spell somehow by interfering with the magi holding it. With that, you all decided to have the group break up into three. Some returning into the grove, some going east around the city, and your group going west. And so, the three of you, as well as Thera and two normal human fighters, went west around the city until you eventually came across a decrepit, abandoned halfling town called Farbrook. However, at some point in the last several years since the town's abandonment, it has been ransacked and overtaken by gnolls. You all snuck through and killed several gnolls before noticing that there were three at the base of the town's clock tower. One went up into the clock tower and suddenly screaming was heard from within, and Rurik and Sinclair approached the two remaining. One who was a pack lord who actually spoke common and began speaking about fresh meat and she who screams before opening fire on the two with their bows. Rurik and Sinclair handily beat their asses, and with that, the four went up into the tower, finding the dead body of a long-dead halfling, as well as their spirit, now a banshee trapped within the clock tower's confines, begging for food. The group of you gave them some rations and watched as the spirit began to dissipate, finally moving on to where it needed to go, before suddenly reforming, its face twisting with anguish, and purple light emerged from its throat before the ghost exploded and was gone. And that brings us to where we are now. The disparate dust of the spirit settles on the ground before you all, a disturbing mark of the spirit that had once been there, now nothing more than sparkling specks of dust on the ground. That image of the spirit screaming in silent pain before erupting in white and purple plays through each of your minds over and over and over. But before you can take the time to process what just happened around you, all of the brickwork of the clock tower begins to shift and rock and slide to the side. Before we do anything else, I need all three of you to roll me dexterity checks.
Right off the bat. Well, I think I might be fine. I rolled 17, and I don't know what my... I got a +1, so I got 18 to dex.
Okay, what did you say?
Nova is still... What the fuck? Why is Nova still muted for me? I fixed it.
Hold on, I might not be streaming with audio.
If you're streaming, you're gonna catch everyone in the microphone as well. You have to use the YouTube app,
No.
and you
No.
gotta go to activity. What?
Not if I'm doing it through sharing my.
How's there?
Hold on.
Because remember, I did that, and everyone was able to hear
It
themselves.
says I'm sharing stream audio.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's a weird thing with YouTube Music. Which one? Who the fuck uses YouTube Music?
I do.
Fuck you, I do.
You two are objectively wrong here.
Let me guess. You use Spotify. You like the ads?
I don't have ads. I got premium, bitch.
Well, I can listen to whatever the fuck I want on YouTube Music. I don't have to wait for it to come out on Spotify.
Including music that isn't technically published music, because Spotify only does published music. YouTube does music that has a YouTube video, period. Whether it's an animation meme or an officially uploaded music.
So, triple whammy.
But okay, so Chris, you got an 18. Leon, what did Sinclair get?
I'm also going to go ahead and roll for RP initiative.
I actually have a
You rolled a 1,
question
remember?
real quick because this
I
is something
thought we
that
were
I may
jokingly
actually
keeping
be able
that.
to use.
Jokingly. I didn't realize we were actually keeping that. Because that wasn't...
If you want, keep it.
Well, Sam, we gotta wait for Sam to actually tell us the roll.
Dex. Where the fuck is my dexterity? There it is. A saving throw?
Check. Because this isn't like it's falling apart. Or this is more of a roll of seeing if y'all can get out of the tower before it collapses.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
And a
What did
roleplay
you-
initiative of 5.
What did Sinclair get?
Before I roll, I actually do have a question.
What's it?
So, I have a thing called danger sense, and it go away.
This isn't like a trap or something.
Okay. I rolled a. Oh shit! I asked it out of the character sheet. I got a 10 plus 1, so that's an 11.
Sinclair fails.
Shit.
The rest of you are able to clamber your way out of the tower before it collapses, but Sinclair is still a few feet away from the entrance before it collapses fully, and is going to take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not too bad
3, 4,
for
5,
you
6.
being a barbarian.
Did he say 6?
Yeah.
A building fell on this fucker and he took 6 damage. I fear this man.
Yeah, you got really lucky because I rolled 3d6, rolled a 3, a 1, and a 2.
Well, I think I'm now trapped then.
No, you're not. You're not trapped. But you get fucking beat to hell.
Beat to hell.
And okay, he got really lucky. But you all emerge from the crumbling watchtower and watch as it collapses. Now let's do roleplay initiative. So Rurik got a 20. What did Elizabeth get again? 15.
I did not get a 20. I got an 11.
I got a 5.
Oh, that still beats Elizabeth. So
I got a 7.
that also beats Elizabeth.
I somehow wrote our names in the perfect fucking order. I wrote Rurik, Sinclair, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Nice.
I should play the lottery.
Yeah, so you all watch this tower collapse, and as it happens, the 2 human fighters that I totally didn't forget about last session run up to the two of you. Apparently, they killed two gnolls that had been wandering around throughout the rest of the town and got drawn to the area when they saw the tower collapsing. And what would you all like to do now? Starting with Rurik.
Rurik's, the towers fell, but he's going to look up to where the clock of the tower was, looking up, and he's holding his medallion tightly, and he just stares.
Is there anything you're like wanting to do, or are you just staring?
I don't think there's... Nah, there's nothing I want to do. I'll just stare, gripping my medallion tightly.
All right, what about Sinclair?
How far away are the two five?
Like they're right up in the mix with you. They jogged up to you all as you all emerged.
Okay. Sinclair would proceed to look at him and say, "Was there any more gnolls around here when you guys entered this place?"
One of them goes, "There was one, sir, or there was two, sir, but we killed both of them while the rest of you were exploring through here."
Can you roll for Thera?
For what? Dexterity check?
Yeah.
She got a dirty 20. She got a 16 plus 4.
Sinclair nods and says, "Well, if it's obvious, this tower was very unstable. We're lucky to have made it out, or else we would have been mixed up in the rubble. Did you see anything else while coming through this town?"
Not anything of real interest. It looks like everything that was here was either taken whenever whoever lived here before left, or got destroyed or eaten by the gnolls. But we didn't look in this area. We only looked around the edges.
Okay. Sinclair looks back at the rubble and he proceeds to just look around the area, just for no
like just
reason.
If you're going to be kind of looking around, roll me a either perception or investigation check.
All right. Plus 14 plus perception. I got a 17.
That works. As you circle around the tower, you notice a glimpse of something in the upturned dirt surrounding the clock tower's base, or where it used to be. And you notice a small little, like, locker chest thing that's glowing a little bit in the midday, early evening light.
Okay. May I attempt to break the lock just by simply just kicking?
There's no lock on it.
Really?
There's no lock on it. It's just sitting there.
Right.
It looks like it got buried.
Except simply opening the door.
I would like to go over and open it.
All right. You go over and you open up this chest, and you notice 3 things inside. The first 2 are bottles with a red liquid inside that looks a lot like the health potions that you all already had, and a piece of paper that you see one side has a drawing on it, one side has words.
May I take these items back to the group?
Go ahead. If you're going to do that, that brings it around to Elizabeth.
I think, coughing a bit, She's gonna run there like, are you okay?
Thera was the first one out the fucking door.
Yeah.
And she actually has like a sort of spring in her step, like, yeah, I'm alright. That was, thrilling. I don't know how else to put it.
Well, that's good. Seems everyone's alright.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna sit kind of stunned because she had a building fall on her.
Almost falling on her. Then that'll bring it back around to Rurik. Sinclair is coming back from around the side of the tower, holding a piece of paper and 2 bottles.
Rurik will look over and see Sinclair, and quickly glancing back at the spot, then down to the rubble, and he looks to see if he can see a body. That body.
You mean the one of the halfling that was up at the top?
Yes.
Roll me a investigation check.
Alright, I'm rolling the die. Ooh, that's... Yeah, I don't see it. I rolled a 3.
Yeah. You don't find the body. You don't see it anywhere.
My investigation's +1, so that don't help either.
Yeah, that's a 4. Yeah, you don't see it anywhere. For all you know, it's buried in the rubble somewhere.
Rurik will kick a piece of the rubble as hard as he can. Just kick.
Break your toe.
It'll be more like a small rock and not like a big rock.
roll a Constitution save. You're a dwarf. A small rock is a big rock to you.
It's okay. I passed the con save. I rolled 15 plus what my con is. I got a +3 to my con. That's 18. I'll be aight.
Oh my god.
Anything else you want to do? Anything with the stuff that Sinclair found or anything?
He goes and he takes the he inspects what he brings, and he sees the note and takes the note to look at it.
The note, much to your probably relief, does not bear the same handwriting as the one left by V in the tunnel. Instead, it seems hastily scribbled and very old. You don't know Halfling, do you?
I do not.
None of you know Halfling, do you?
Nobody does.
I very much doubt it.
Then you can't read the note. I will, I'm gonna roll a raw luck check to see if one of the fighters do.
Where the fuck can I...
They rolled a 10. One of them does.
Yeah, I know Common and Elvish.
One of the fighters looks at it and goes, I know what I can read that. And he translates it for you all, and it goes to whoever finds this. Farbrook is lost. It's been raided by the Protectorate, and everyone inside has been forced to either leave and hide in the hills, or go into the Protectorate, or die in the process. I know of a place up in the hills that could be safe, and I know someone who might be able to help. If you find this chest, whoever you are, and you are able to make it without getting found, follow the map on the back of this note. The doors will be open, and we will give you somewhere to hide. And it's signed Jorah.
Joragslin.
Rurik takes the note back, putting it inside of his pouch that he stores all the other notes and maps that he's been given on this adventure thus far. And he'll go over and he'll kind of gesture to the bottles and he'll say, I understand if you disagree with me, but as the cleric, I think I might hold on to those.
Sinclair says, funny that I was going to give one to you and Elizabeth. Do you both have one on hand, just in case if we get into a pickle?
Well,
currently Lisbeth, Rurik, and Sinclair each have one. Thera does not have any.
Healing potions?
Yes. Originally, you were all given 4 originally. One for Lisbeth, one for Sinclair. Rurik took 2, and then in the tunnels, Rurik gave 1 to Lisbeth to drink. So that brought you all down to 3, and Thera didn't have any.
Rurik still sits with both his hands out.
Sinclair gives one to Rurik, then proceeds to walk over to Thera and gives her the other.
Alright. These are just basic healing potions, so 2d4 plus 2. But that is really all that you can actively see of interest here. And on the back of the note is a crudely drawn map showing where Farbrook is with the clock tower as a waypoint, and a path leading up to the northwest, away from the city, but still going north.
Rurik will share it with everybody because he quickly took the note back, so he will share the map with everybody. And he'll start with, right now, our mission is Sarkana. I feel after we aid him, then maybe we go to this place. We'll take one more lap around here. And then, like we told Team 2, we'll regroup and figure out from there. Agreements?
Yes, Yes.
I think that's a good plan. Then afterwards, hopefully we can get on the road to wherever this map leads. Find whoever is still out there.
Rurik will nod, and then he'll just put it back in his pouch.
How do you spell leeches? Is it L-E-E or L-E-A?
L-E-E.
Thank you. It is completely unrelated, but...
So you're all going to do a final lap throughout Farbrook and then go on from there?
Yes.
Yeah, and while Rurik's doing his lap, he is going to, every knoll he sees, he's going to take his warhammer and obsessively crush their skulls.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. So, are you all going around out in opposite directions? Is one of you going around? Is 2 of you going around? What?
I'll let that choice be made by the other 2, because frankly, Rurik's mind is... He's more worried about the knolls as seen by him swinging the hammer on them.
maybe the two fighters will go. So it's 3 groups or 4. So the human fighters, Sinclair, Rurik, then me and Thera as the squishiest.
Okay. So are you all going out in opposite directions, or what?
I think that's fair. 3 teams of 2.
Alright. So... who would you all want going to, like, the northeast? Who would be going down, like, southeast? And who would be going west?
I want to go southeast, because that just sounds like a lesbian direction.
Okay.
I'll go. Well, you know what, Leon? I'll let you decide.
I was gonna go with Elizabeth just in case there was any other creatures.
Well, that's why Thera's going with her.
I mean, if you still want to go with, Rurik wouldn't. Well, Chris wouldn't mind going alone if you still want to go with them.
Just to be on the safe side.
All right, so Rurik will be alone, and those 3 will be together then.
Okay. Then, Chris, are you going west or are you going north?
I'll go west.
Okay. So, starting with Sinclair, Elizabeth, and Thera, you all head towards the southeast area where you all entered into the town from, and don't really find anything of real interest. Pretty much all of the houses that are left are crumbling, caving in, and nothing really going on there. The clock tower is, collapsed and whatnot. The 2 fighters head to the north and northeast side. You don't know what's going on up there. But Chris, as you go to the west side, I want you to roll me a perception check.
15. That's with my modifiers.
As Rurik wanders along through the west side of this town, his head full of thoughts of the spirit and Merkin and Sarkana's fate, as you passively crush the skulls of gnolls that you come across, something catches your eye. And as you look west, you, for a moment, catch a glimpse of metal armor shining with the dying light of the sun over the side of one of the hills. For a moment, you think it's your imagination, but then you see it again. You see it a few times, and then you don't see it again.
Glowing armor?
With the sun
light
reflecting.
Yeah, light reflecting off of it.
Can I don't know. Can I roll investigation, or can I roll investigation and see if I can see it better, or is it just one of those you might as well not because it's not there anymore?
Oh, why are my headphones dying again? Jesus Christ. It's kind of one of those it's gone thing. Like you stare at the hill for a few moments and don't see it again for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Can I roll to see how it makes Rurik feel?
Like an insight check or something?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. That's a 14, I think. Insight. No, that's 13. Oh wait, I'm sorry, 15. I rolled 11 plus 4.
Really the best I can say is that it makes you feel watched.
Rurik will stop walking west. Not turning around, but begin to walk backwards slowly, keeping an eye out for something to move. But to try to slowly go back to the group.
Okay. I'd say by the time you start doing this, the other groups will have started converging back on the center of town, having found nothing where they were. So you reach the center of town about the same time the other two groups do.
Hey, question. That was
Yes?
that. Okay, I was about to say that was for the group.
I couldn't tell if that was for a group or specifically to someone.
Yeah,
Now
I
what's
could.
up?
It was just for someone to say something, someone to respond. Little back and forth.
Gotta remember, we're
Okay.
autistic.
I don't. I'm not.
Y'all by chance didn't see anything strange, did you?
No, it seemed rather, I think, normal. None of the others got super surprised, so I think it was normal.
Yeah, there's nothing here. It's empty.
I think it's time to go back. What the fuck? I hear myself.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to fix something. Hold on.
That was so weird.
That was so confusing.
Imagine if you kept it going and it was like there was some like right next to you was just another Rurik all of a sudden.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of startled me. I thought that confused me so bad IRL. I thought I was being stalked IRL, dude. I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie about it. That like broke my brain. I'm a little scared.
Oh no, there's another Rurik.
That's,
Right.
There's gonna
the
be
last
more
thing
bonking.
This world needs is another Rurik.
There's gonna be double the bonking of no.
I'm seeing double.
I fixed
be
it.
seeing my doppelganger go. I be seeing double too.
Oh no!
Double
Which
Rurik
one
to ya.
is which?
if you don't know,
Rurikses.
if you don't know which one's which with those voices, I'm shooting you.
There's
All right, lads, let's
You
get
know
back.
the doppelganger from Dungeon Meshi?
No, but
So the doppelganger from Dungeon Meshi comes out specifically in large like packs, and they take on the form of someone, but how you see them. So a party member, the whole thing. There were 3 of them per party member, because there were 4 party members, and each one was how another party member saw that person. So they genuinely couldn't tell, because to them, the real one and the fake one look the same, though there were 2 obvious fake ones. I shouldn't be giving Sam ideas.
anyways, I believe that it's time to go back to the grove. Either I'm seeing things or we're being watched.
Thera pipes up and goes, We're like a day's walk from the grove. You said yourself we need to focus on getting inside that city.
Rurik looks around, kind of like quickly. I hate being wrong. Alright. Either we can go north to the place where none of us have gone and search this part of town, or if there's nothing here, we figure out how far away that town on the map takes us and see if maybe, I don't know. Rurik's looking around, still pretty dazed.
Sinclair looks around and says, we should save. Yes, we should follow map, but as before, we still need to save Circana or find ways to do so, because they are trapped inside of that wretched city, and they've helped us. So we have to go back and help them. We must find our way into the city by any means necessary.
Rurik will begin to walk to the part of town that was still not explored.
You mean where the two fighters had gone?
Oh, I thought you said there's 4 different directions, and there's 3 groups, so I thought there was a 4th location that wasn't explored.
Well, no, because you went west, the two fighters went north and northeast, and then the other 3 went south and southeast.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you mentioned 4 different directions. So, I guess...
Well, yeah, because I thought you were going to split into 4, not 3.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, Rurik begins to look at the map, and, I guess they begin their journey to this new town to see if they have a way inside the, mega city.
Alright. And I take it the rest of you follow him?
Yes.
Is Rurik going to be leading the way then?
I would say yeah.
Alright, then I would like you to roll me a survival check to see if you can follow the map correctly. Because it is a very crude map.
Rolling that one, die. Right. Hold on, let me look at my modifiers. Please, where's my survival? I can't fucking find it. Okay, so I rolled a 15 because of my modifier. My modifiers just love me. That's why I keep rolling 15s. That's what, my third 15 because of my modifiers. I rolled an 11, a 10, and now a 13. Beautiful.
Memento.
Momento uno.
Memento mori?
Por favor.
Okay. Jesus, shut up.
I wonder if soundboards
Okay.
light up my picture. Hold on. No, they don't. Only
They do
whenever
it,
I vote.
No, that stinks.
Why did you say sinks 3 times?
I said stinks, not sinks.
So,
Anyway,
you all travel along the hills, cresting over these mounds of dirt and whatnot, and following a path that, for a while, you can't actually see. Eventually, you enter a tree line, and the altitude starts to rise more and more, and you start to notice the crudest path possible. I would like all of you to roll me perception checks. Rurik, I will allow you to roll with advantage.
I love you because I just rolled a 1.
I got a 15. I
Just,
got an
I
18.
just rolled a 15. Hold on. You said perception?
Yes.
I got a +4 to perception, so that's 19.
So we're rolling perception checks?
Well, Rurik rolled high enough that I won't make the two of you rely on your rolls.
What if we roll higher? We tend to roll higher.
If you roll higher, you're Rurik sees it, and I would assume would tell the rest of you, "Hey, I see something." But as the group of you travel through the trees, Rurik, you catch a glimpse of that armor again. A little bit more muted this time, as the tree cover sort of mutes the color and the light coming in a bit, but you catch a glimpse of it. And then you see another. And then you hear the sounds of something moving in the bushes around you.
Rurik will
What
halt
would you-
dead to a stop. And then you would hear as he begins to violently shake and reach for his war hammer. This
Okay,
would alert everybody, hopefully.
Alright, what would Elizabeth and Sinclair do upon seeing this reaction?
Definitely looking around, trying to understand what it's getting him panicked, but still relatively both terrified and calm. That sort of, that in between where you're so scared that you're perfectly calm. That, because she has yet to see Rurik have like this proper panic.
Alright, what about Sinclair?
I would like to cast protection from evil and good. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elements, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, possessed, by a such creature, the target has an advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect.
Interesting.
And I would like
Is
to.
is that a cantrip?
No, it is a
A first level spell?
It is a.
So the only first
the-
level spell that Leon can cast until he takes a long rest.
Well, he gets 2 spell slots.
Oh, he gets 2? I thought he only got 1. My bad.
It's a
At
first
first,
level.
at
it-
first,
It's
yeah,
a
first level.
It's a level 1
Abjuration.
So, first level.
Yeah.
Yeah. First.
Okay. You're casting it on Rurik, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to do a roll real quick. Alright. So this group knows that y'all know they're there now. And as they see you all preparing for battle, the 2 forms in armor emerge from the trees, pointing spears directly at Rurik. They're 2 humans in battered but still gleaming armor. And surrounding the rest of you emerge 3 halflings, 2 of which are holding bows that are trained on Thera and Lisbeth, and the third holds a short sword, and they approach from the front,
Is it like
in front of Rurik.
protector armor, is it? Like
Actually, it is. But you do notice something weird about the armor as you look at it. So normally protector guard armor, like their plate mail armor. Normally speaking, there is a symbol directly in the middle of the breastplate bearing the protectorate's sigil. However, as you look at this armor and you look at the breastplate, the symbol in the center has been gouged out of it. The halfling, at the front, the one with the short sword that emerged in front of Rurik, goes, I've been watching you all for a moment, and while I don't quite deem you a threat yet, you're all emerging from nowhere and going through things that aren't yours. So I'm going to ask this once. Who are you? And why are you here? And this is directed at Rurik.
You'll hear as Rurik. You will hear as Rurik. He calms. You hear it. And he... We're trying to stop a great evil. I am Rurik Frostbeard, a cleric who serves the god Merkin.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I really hope my modifiers help. I don't think they will. I got a 0. I rolled 13 for persuasion.
That's not terrible.
But we're
The halfling woman. The halfling woman stares at you for a moment, still brandishing her short sword, and she goes, Then why are you here? There's no evil here. If there's any evil, it's back in that blasted city. Why are you here?
Whenever she says that, that would remind Rurik of how V said it. So he kind of twitches a little bit. But he'll begin. That city is why we're following this map. And he holds it out. So she, I'm assuming it's a she, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she can see it. And he continues extending it out. I have an ally. What?
Roll me an insight check real quick.
Okay. I'm a little nervous. I rolled 19. I'm not even going to look at my modifiers.
You see her eyes widen in recognition at the note. In, like, surprise. Like, she knows what the note is, but didn't think she'd ever see it again.
I have an ally that is in dire need in that city. And I was hoping that maybe this place had a way in.
She kind of stares at your group for a moment and goes, You all are probably the strangest thing I've seen since Farbrook. She makes a hand motion to the two humans that are holding the spears to Rurik's throat, and they lower the spears, setting them at their sides. And she says something in halfling to the two halflings behind Thera and Lisbeth that are pointing their bows at them. And the two of them start searching you all. As they begin searching, the halfling woman goes, Don't worry too much about what they're doing. They're just searching you for any signs that you may be working for the Protectorate or something.
Rurik would open his mouth in a, well, that is something that I should let you know. That way you guys don't freak out right away. And he gestures to
as you open your mouth, one of the halflings finally reaches Sinclair, sees his arm, and goes, "What the fuck?" one of the humans that was pointing a spear at Rurik moves over and just fucking bodily grabs the back of Sinclair's shirt and drags him to the front.
Can I react?
Sure.
I want to point 2 fingers at the person grabbing Sinclair as a small, just flame hovers in front of them. Let him go.
In response, you hear the creaks of bowstrings being pulled again as both halflings have their arrows trained on the back of your head. And the woman at the front goes, "Stand down.
Elizabeth?
We are only going to take a look."
Look down at Rurik.
Please, don't make the situation worse. I feel these people are here to aid, not harm. And he'll look back to the halfling woman. That greater evil is an army, I think, far worse than the Protectorate. And in order for us to aid this situation with Sinclair, and he points at the arm, I feel I and our team need to stop this army. It's taking over. I care less about the Protectorate, but even then, I feel like in fear that smoke over the city is only adding to their army. We need to get in there, save my ally, and get out.
Getting my teeth, I'll pull the finger gun back and blow the flame out. Choosing to trust Rurik.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. You know what? Forget it. I was gonna ask a question, but
But the human brings Sinclair forward to the halfling and kind of pulls his arm out for her to look at it. And she looks at it with this like scrutinizing face and goes, "That looks disturbingly similar to what's over that city right now." Sinclair, roll me an insight check.
Scurry.
I'm going to.
What?
Initially,
No,
I
said scurry, like scary.
Oh. Damn it! Now you made me mess up on insight.
How did I make you mess up an insight? Roll with disadvantage.
No. You made me forget what I was supposed to be rolling, but it came back to me. I rolled a 13.
As she looks at it, she gets this weird look on her face that you don't quite understand. But after a moment, she goes, "Let him go. Jorah will want to see you all." Alright. And she sheaths her short sword as the human holding on to Sinclair lets him go. And the 2 other halflings loosen their arrows. And without another word, the halfling woman turns and starts walking further along the path, obviously expecting you all to follow her.
Rurik does.
I'll follow, but definitely antsy.
Alright.
You know that whole, like, when you flip move a coin between your fingers?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's doing that with a little, like, flame, because her usual toss would come off too threatening.
Okay. So, you all follow them. They lead you around and up into the forest that slowly turned into kind of short mountains, still covered with the same trees, and it's quiet out here. The only sounds filling your ears being your group's softly crunching footsteps and the distant sounds of birdsong, but despite the almost idyllic surroundings that you find yourselves in, you all occasionally can't help but glance around and back in the direction of what remains of Farbrook and the city, and you can still faintly glimpse the faint pinkish dome surrounding the city and the dark sickly purple from within it. In time, you're all led into a small-ish clearing surrounding a small, old, decrepit-looking building. It looks like it's been unoccupied for probably decades, even before the Protectorate's rise. And yet the halfling woman leads you directly up to it. She opens the half-broken door and gestures for the group of you to step inside as the two humans stands up on either side of the door, and the two other halflings just kind of disappear into the trees. Is there anything any of you would like to do or say before you enter the building?
Rurik would just enter. He would obey. He's a guest. These are their house.
What about the rest of you?
Also, just entering. I didn't realize I was still muted because my dog was barking.
Yeah, Sinclair just gonna follow him in.
For now, yes.
And Vera will do the same. So you all enter into the building, and light streams in through the broken and missing parts of the thatched roof, and there's a faint smell of rotting wood that fills the building. And on the far side stands another halfling woman. This one seeming...
woman. You trying to say something?
What the fuck you mean?
You like short girls?
Okay, these are... Fuck you. These are refugees from Farbrook, which was a halfling town. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
But she stands on the far side and watches you all enter. And you can pretty safely assume that this is Jorah, the same woman that the first halfling referenced and the one that wrote the note that Rurik now still holds in his hand. And she goes, "So you all are the ones that they saw in Farbrook. The ones who were there when the tower collapsed."
Yes, ma'am.
I can't help but wonder why. And her eyes flick to Sinclair and sees the purple in his arm and goes, "And I can't even begin to imagine why you bring that here." Can't really tell whether she is referencing Sinclair when she says that, or the purple smoke when she says that.
Man, racist.
I was at that town, hoping to find a way back into the Protectorate walls for an ally of mine. Someone who can aid us well, me and my team, when it comes to combating the Protectorate and whatever the new force is that's causing all this purple smoke. I don't wish to say too much, but I shall. We're trying to group with a Druid Grove. Maybe if we join forces, us, referring to Circana, and the Druids, we are hoping to figure out a way to stop that, gesturing to the purple in Sinclair's arm. During our adventures, in your town, we didn't find a way back to the Protectorate. Instead, we found a dead. And he begins to sniffle. Halfling in the clock tower. I tried to pass her on to the other side. But instead, she was destroyed somehow. We escaped as it crumbled to the ground and found that note. The one that I hold in my hand. We're on our way here hoping for exactly what we set out to do. A way to save an ally. And that's when we met your crew.
As you spoke of the tower, roll me an insight check.
Did I say I had 14? Damn it, I need to remember this. I can't. So many numbers. Insight. Yeah, I got a +4. I rolled a 14, so 18 for the insight.
As you speak of the tower and whatnot, you notice a faint, pained and grief-filled expression flit across Jorah's face. But she doesn't dwell on it and goes, "We left Farbrook as the Protectorate raided 12 years ago. And they left it in ruins. We had some plan to return in time, but the Gnolls took over, and we, for the longest time, didn't have the forces to deal with them, but so we decided to set up here. While I don't fully trust your intentions, you killed the Gnolls, and you dealt with the tower. So, at the very least, I have to thank you for that. I can't promise that Mealmine can help you with this quest you have going on. I can't promise that we can help you find a way into the city. But I can offer you somewhere to stay, to rest and recuperate, because, well, we did see that you took a little bit of a beating with the Gnolls. So, I can offer you a place to rest. Somewhere hidden away from everything else. And then wish you the best on whatever it is you're going to do from here. She goes, and apologies for watching you as we did. It's been a long time since people that weren't Protectorate set foot in Farbrook. So we were curious and suspicious. I do hope you forgive us for that.
No hatred. I understand. I was gonna attack your people because I thought they were part of the Protectorate themselves. I panicked. I do warn. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
She chuckles a little bit and goes, That was probably Yorick and Arthur's doing. You can kind of safely guess that she's referring to the humans that are still standing outside of the door, and she goes, they actually came to us very recently. As this smoke or whatever expanded through the city, they fled. That's the only reason why we knew of what it was ahead of time. But they saw the error of their ways, I suppose. She kind of does a stage whisper and says, well, we are keeping an eye on them. Even if they have broken their allegiances to the Protectorate or whatnot, we're keeping an eye on them, to put it mildly.
I've learnt the hard way. The Protectorate never change.
She shrugs and goes, perhaps, but for the time being, they're useful. And rather efficient fighters, so for now, they help. And should they stop, there's enough of us to kill them if need be.
I should warn you that I do have a secondary team. They went a different place, and I would explain to her exactly where they went. But
like where Yanaris and his group went?
yeah,
Okay.
I warn you because if they do search for us, they too may end up at that town, and I wish no harm on them. I understand if an accident happens, but our numbers are already dwindling as is.
She nods and goes, well, as I said, we can't offer you much. And the most I can offer you is a place to stay for the time being.
No, my temporary hit points.
I don't long rest till DM says long rest.
And she turns and you notice a door behind her, and she opens it, and as it opens, it's strange. When you first came into this clearing, it seemed small, barely large enough to accommodate this decrepit house. But as she opens the door, you see that the clearing opens up much further than you initially thought. And she steps out, motioning for you all to follow her. And as you do, you emerge from the back door of this house into a, frankly, massive clearing with various full houses set up, and even a few that seem to still be in construction. Suddenly, what once was a decrepit, abandoned house in the middle of nowhere is the entryway into a not massive, but large town built from the remains of people who escaped a doomed home. And she goes, when we first came here, it was just this building, this old abandoned log house, but in the 12 years it's been, well, welcome to Highseek. And all around you, you see people milling about. Majority of them are halflings. Pretty easy to assume that most of them were refugees from Farbrook that escaped into the hills. But you see a couple of other people. You see a few humans scattered about. Even a high elf once. And she goes, There is a mage here. And she actually points at the high elf, and she goes, and they cast a sort of illusion magic around Highseek to allow us to remain undetected unless somebody enters through that building. It's kept us pretty safe for the last decade or so, only occasionally having people show up and try and harm us. And as she speaks, there's this sort of like faint smile on her face, and she seems proud of what she's helped build in the aftermath of Farbrook's destruction, abandonment, and subsequent takeover. And she goes, we have something resembling an inn. We don't particularly get visitors very often. The last new resident we had was the High Elf, and that was a decade ago. But it's there, and you all are welcome to stay. And as you all emerge into Highseek, the first halfling woman follows behind, and as you look at her, even she seems to have a sort of faint, proud smile on her face as she looks over the town. And she goes, sorry for almost stabbing you there. Can't be too careful.
That one was the one that held the spear to my neck?
No, she's the one who had the short sword in front of you and was directing the humans to point their spears at you.
Okay. I understand more than you know I do. You don't have to apologize. Nowadays is the only way to keep yourself and your loved ones safe.
Yeah. She nods and then steps away, going to a small building to the side that looks kind of like a sort of small garrison, almost. And the woman, the other one, Jorah, goes, you all are free to explore and speak to people as you wish, and when you feel up for it, you can rest as you wish. So going into initiative order, Rurik, with all of Highseek in front of you, is there anything you want to do, anyone in particular you want to talk to?
Rurik would look around and see if they had some sort of study, maybe a collection of books or knowledge or someone that he might be able to chat to and learn.
You notice a sort of like, it isn't exactly a library. It's really small, but you do notice a few people milling about holding some basic books and scrolls and whatnot. But that's kind of it. Do you want to go over there and just like read around, see if you can like learn more about like Merkin or something like that?
He actually is going to try to learn more about cursed objects this go around. Mainly due to the fact of he is still very curious about Sinclair's beast form, and he's trying to see if he can find anything to help him figure out how he's capable of doing so.
Alright.
Which, to be fair, is completely on par with Rurik.
Yeah. You know, that's fair. Alright, so Rurik heads into that building and starts looking around. Sinclair, is there anything you want to do with Highseek before you?
Is there like a shop today dedicated to like artifacts some kind?
There's like a general goods store, but there's not like a magic shop. This is a place of like refugees. it's like well established. It's like the final form of a shanty town, effectively.
Okay. Sinclair would just want to just walk around and just walk around mainly.
All right. That brings it to Lisbeth. Is there anything or anyone in particular you want to go do or talk to?
Honestly, unless like she is addressed, she might just go sit in whatever room is provided.
All right. So you start heading in the direction of the pseudo inn that Jorah kind of motioned to when speaking to you all. But as you're walking towards it, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. The high elf that had been milling about, the one that Jorah said had cast the illusion spell around Highseek. They kind of glance at you out of the corner of their eye, and then all of a sudden do a double take as they look at you. And a look of faint recognition crosses their face, and they like kind of rush over to you and go, "Excuse me."
They fucking book it.
Yeah, they like, you've never seen a high elf run like this before. But yeah, they run over to you and go, "Excuse me," and they seem really nervous. And goes, "You." Hold on, let me check something with you real quick, Nova.
Alright.
So, how's session going?
So guys, what do you think about that boy?
Thank God that I didn't go in my reaction and just absolutely start smashing those people in the woods. I was gonna take my warhammer and just go to town.
I'll be honest. When the human grabbed Sinclair, I was gonna ask to roll to see if I could just backhand that motherfucker. Be like, "Don't touch me."
Man, you would have
like, you hurt him. I'm blowing your brains out. Cause I was totally imagining like a finger gun.
Dude, Rurik was so calm and so collective, so that wouldn't had happened, and it happened anyways.
I was gonna make Sinclair like fucking mad.
Out
of
like
nowhere.
This very overprotective side of Elizabeth coming out.
Okay.
All right.
I figured out what I needed.
Clap, clap.
But so this high elf stops you and goes, "Pardon me if this comes off as..." And he's like really out of breath because he, just ran to you. But you wouldn't happen to be Lisbeth Dragnet, would you?
Yeah, that's me.
And this like look of almost pure joy fills this high elf's face as you say this, and he goes,
"Oh, we're gonna get raped."
Huh?
Nothing. Making a bad joke.
Oh.
That only Leon heard and got. I see.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But this, I'm gonna just move on from that, whatever that was. But his face fills with joy, and he goes, I worked for your parents."
My parents?
He reaches into a pouch on his side, and he pulls out a signet ring, almost identical to the one that Lisbeth wears.
She'll look at it and like move her ring to look between them.
And he goes, I was your parents' court wizard.
Court. So, this is truthfully the first time I've met anyone from my past. I didn't even know what my last name was until very recently.
He goes, I can imagine you, they were worried about you when the Protectorate started advancing, and they, well, they gave you to me, and I was the one who gave you to the man who raised you.
My father.
In a manner of speaking, yes. And he goes, after your parents died, I remained in the city for about 2 years and kept an eye on you from a distance, but the Protectorate started searching for me. They knew I was a powerful wizard, and they didn't like that. And so I had to leave. And I came here to Highseek. I never thought I was going to see you again. What happened to him?
The Protectorate got him for his worship.
You see he sort of deflates as the joy leaves his face, and he goes, I should have expected as much. But I'm glad you made it out. At least. I never thought I'd see a Dragnair again. And he looks at the building you're both standing next to, and he goes, I will let you rest. I'm sorry for disturbing you, Lisbeth.
I don't need rest. I'm perfectly awake.
He sort of chuckles and goes, oh, I apologize. I forgot you don't actually know my name yet.
I was literally just about to ask that.
I'm Fraythan. And I will send you directly his name.
Fraythan?
Yeah.
Fraythan.
And he goes,
Eating this to remember.
Yeah. And I worked for your parents for a long time. Almost 150 years.
I can't even imagine how long that could feel.
You'll understand eventually.
If she lives that long.
Oh.
If she lives to her 20s.
Yeah. And he goes, the last time I saw your parents, they were doing something. They were casting some spell to protect you, I think. They wouldn't explain it to me, and frankly, whatever it was far beyond even my reckoning at the time. And I'm a rather powerful wizard, so I don't. It was magic that was foreign to me.
I'm guessing you don't know whatever is inside of me.
He sort of tilts his head and goes, "What's inside of you?"
This woman, really strong, really a bitch.
We be a bitch.
Best description I've heard ever.
V, a bitch.
Said there was some thing I couldn't comprehend inside of me. It's the best way
And
to call it.
he sort of makes a weird face and goes, "No, I don't know anything about that. No." Elizabeth, you remember that he just told you that he stayed in the city for 2 years after your parents died. So he left the city when you were about 6. However, your magical abilities didn't come to full power until you turned about 8. So he doesn't even know you have magic.
I think it's whatever lets me do this, and she's holding up the little like flame coin that she's been still like flicking to deal with everything.
His eyes kind of boggle for a second. He goes, "That you're a sorcerer?"
Is that what it's called?
I mean, you haven't studied magic and haven't made some deal with something, have you?
I don't think so. I know I haven't studied anything, and I don't remember any deal or really talking to anyone other than Father.
Because then yes, that makes you a sorcerer. Your parents were wizards. They weren't sorcerers. And I don't know of anything in your family line that would lead to you being a sorcerer. And his voice kind of trails off as he starts like visibly trying to think like, what the fuck could this be? Why would she be a sorcerer? What would give her this magic?
It's fucking kettle in the background.
Yeah, my stepfather's making cheesecake for something.
And she's gonna watch, and if he starts walking, she's gonna follow him.
Chris, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
We're texting into theories. Nova said, "Did Elizabeth's parents steal their magic in her?" I said, "No, I think your parents weren't loyal." What? I think your father was a sorcerer. Your mom was going around the corner. By the way,
man was a sorcerer.
By the way, that guy that raised you, he wasn't a sorcerer by chance, was he?
If anything, he was a cleric.
Yeah, he was a cleric. And he go, but Frathan kind of, he seems to like refocus in on you as he realizes that he kind of just trailed off into silence for like 30 seconds. And he goes, "Sorry about that. Maybe it's possible that whatever they did is why you have magic now, but I'll have to consult some things and dig through my memories and see if I can discern some understanding of what it was that they did back then, but I can't promise I can give you a solid answer yet."
Anything would be more than what I have. So far, I just have some things inside me, and I remember this dark, hot room.
He sort of nods and he goes, like I said, I'll do some looking into it for now, but it was incredibly good to see you again, Lisbeth. I know the last time I saw you, you were 6 and you don't even remember me, but it's incredibly good to see you again. And he seems almost like on the verge of tears as he's saying this. And he goes, but for now, I'm gonna go do some studying. And you may say that you don't need rest, but I think you should. If you are to take part in whatever's going on with the Protectorate right now, like I think you are, then getting as much rest as possible is important. But I'll make sure to keep in touch with you. I will be right back. Hold on.
Yo, when I mean I don't mean rest, I am full on spell slots. I'm missing 1 sorcery point because we leveled up last time, I think. I'm full health and still have the 10 temporary HP. But just fuck. Do y'all have any thoughts on this shit?
Not at the moment, no. That was like, wow.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright. Is Chris still gone? Because he told me he was gonna go get a snack.
He's not here.
I didn't
Yeah,
know he left.
I figured as much.
That charisma throw, was that just for like the entire like thing?
No, it's for what we talked about.
Okay, that's what I was meaning. Okay.
You've been doing secret stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
And it should have stayed secret.
Secret stuff that the audience doesn't know?
Yes.
I didn't really say much about it.
Yeah, because I cut you off.
Okay, I was not gonna say much about it.
Secrets.
There are many secrets.
Who knows? I could have been lying.
No, you're too bad of a liar. Fucking hell, that's all I have to say. Fucking. So they left. They walked away.
Yes.
Then Elizabeth is just going to go to whatever room is provided, kind of either sit on a bed or just in a corner, pass some fire between her hands. Something that I think she has done a lot in her time, just kind of stuck in the bunks.
My apologies for saying something I wasn't supposed to.
That's fine.
Ah, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, I probably wasn't supposed to say that, but I
I
said
heard
it.
you guys fucking off, so I'm assuming you guys are waiting for me.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Millie
forever.
started getting upset because I wasn't over there, and plus I got hungry.
Did you leave when Sam said they'd be right back, or before that?
I left while you two were still having your conversation.
Oh, you missed such good shit.
Yeah, it's alright.
But no, Chris, before Rurik goes to bed as well, roll me a history check with advantage.
That's Dirty 20. That's my highest. God damn it, there's hair.
You find some like vague hints towards malign influences inhabiting objects or concepts and influencing others, but nothing super concrete because, like I said, this is a refugee town. This isn't really much of a established center of knowledge or something like that. Is there anything that Sinclair would like to do before going to bed?
He is still continuing just doing his own thing right now. At this very moment.
But eventually does go to the room.
Is there like give me a moment. I'm currently thinking.
Well, while you think, I'm gonna send the dumbest set of heels I've ever seen in artwork.
Is there what? You know what? Sinclair's gonna go to his room because my train of thought just went out the window.
All right. So you all go to bed for the night. The building you stay in it's not terrible. It's better than the barracks back in the Protectorate, but it's not quite as nice as the rooms you stayed in back in the Grove. But it's comfortable. It's nice to be somewhere that feels safe and stepped away from everything. Elizabeth, as you fade into your trance for the night, your mind fills with thoughts of Frathan and what he said, and back to your surrogate father and the memories you have of him, and also of that room you saw when you misty stepped.
I think
Rurik,
focusing on that for most of the meditation.
Rurik, as you fade to sleep, your thoughts drift from so many things. From the flower bed back in the Grove and what it represented, the halfling body that you had seen back in the tower of the clock tower, and of Jorah's reaction to the clock tower's destruction. But eventually, as those memories start getting closer to present, and your dreams start to reflect them and your underlying emotion, you think back to the first halfling woman, the one who had pointed her short sword at you and spoke to you, and you think back to the way, and your dreams go back to the way she said blasted city. And that same thought of how V said the same thing plays in your mind for a moment. Sinclair, as you fade to sleep, your mind goes back to the brutality in which the gnolls fought, and the hunks of flesh and meat and muscle and bone that was scattered throughout. And you think back to the taste of a chunk that you took, and as you fade to sleep, your arm tingles somewhat, but it's not like it used to. It feels more manageable now as you fade into sleep. So you all get a long rest. You get your health and your spell slots back and whatnot. So I will give you all a moment to mark that all down, and then we will continue.
My temporary hit points.
That's
Nova, you
long rest or
fucking
short?
smart bastard, you smarty pants. That is literally the fucking thing that's been bugging the shit out of me. I agree with you.
Nova is just playing off of her knowledge of Baldur's Gate. I almost guarantee it.
Actually, no.
Well, that thought has
doppelgangers from my previous Eberron campaign. One of the players played one.
That thought has gone
Gotcha.
through my mind a couple times, especially with that woman saying it just like that. That thought has hit through my mind, but I don't know.
It just hasn't hit the wall until I said it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if Rurik knows what that is, or if he could even put that together. And I'm not a metagamer, so fuck.
Sam, is what just you said, is that technically a long rest or a short?
Long rest.
Okay,
Actually, I've had two
I wanted
campaigns
to
where people played as doppelgangers.
I wanted to.
I mean, even if it
double
was a
check
short
before-
rest, you would still get your spell slots back.
I wanted to double check on that before I press long rest inside of my character sheet. I wanted to double check.
I just want to make check because my for some reason my app isn't doing it. Long rest gives me back my sorcery points, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, so that's just a weird thing of the app. My previous campaign, the doppelganger, became best friends with a prince when they were both children, and then took the prince's place, and he thinks he is the prince, so he doesn't know he's a doppelganger.
Actually, Chris, Rurik would technically know what a doppelganger is from his studies of demons.
You're fucking right. Should I roll something here?
Insight?
You didn't ask whether you want. No, I'll let you do a roll for as you're fading to sleep and thinking about it.
All right.
I'd say either do insight or religion.
I'll do religion.
Insight.
21. 21.
She doesn't seem like a doppelganger.
Okay.
The way she interacted with Jorah seemed like she had memories that a doppelganger normally wouldn't. And something distinctive is she didn't smell of sulfur.
All right. Rurik will remember again just the way that was said, but drop it and let it die.
That doesn't mean the theory's incorrect. She just might not be her.
Huh? What?
To our knowledge, V could still be a doppelganger.
It might be just like a spell of disguise self.
Yeah, disguise self.
Chris,
scary.
I got
actually.
strangled. I'm sorry.
Who strangled
okay,
you?
just making sure.
Honestly, if it's just disguise self, that is so much scarier.
It's nothing. I rolled a religion. My God says, don't worry about it. So I ain't gonna worry about it.
My God, parentheses, the DM. Anyway,
Do you all have your long rests set up now?
unfortunately.
Yes, and I have my
Yes.
daughter.
And I also sent you something in.
Oh, give me a second.
My temporary hit points.
If you want to like do it and explain what's happening now, you can.
That's something that I'm not going to answer.
Okay, that is fair.
That's scary.
Oh shit!
Was
What
it
just
that
happened?
scary, Leon?
No, my chair almost fell with me in it.
That is pretty scary.
I almost fell out of my chair.
Okay,
Also,
continue on.
Yeah, continue.
So, you all went and took this rest. Not super late in the day. It was maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The day's travels had kind of worn on you all, so you all took a rest pretty early. And you all come back to consciousness at about 2 o'clock in the morning. But something's not right. As you all awaken and look outside through the small windows in the building that you all reside in for the time being, you see flashes of color. Blue, red, green, black, white, purple.
Was that a specific order, or is that just you naming colors?
That's just don't worry about it.
Oh, no.
Damn. Sinclair should have known not to take acid. He's
Millie responded to that with "Dad," so apparently I'm supposed to do something about this. I said, Abby, come get her. It's getting important. I need to focus. And she goes, Dad. You better get him.
Before anything, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
No, let me finish what I'm describing.
But I won't.
From outside, amongst all the flashes of color, you hear yells. Things being thrown, things being destroyed, and people screaming. You all instinctively get up, knowing that something isn't right and that something should probably be done.
Sinclair, what did you do?
You all don your weapons and your armor, and Elizabeth, you cast Mage Armor on yourself.
Yeah.
And you all emerge, stepping out of your rooms and into the hallway where you see each other, and Thera as well. And you all look just as confused as each other. And you step down the stairs that leads to the main part of the building in which you all were staying, and emerge from the front door to a battlefield. From every direction, you see flashes of color and flying arrows. Closest to your building, you see Frathan, as well as Jorah and a few other halflings. All of them in defensive stances. Frathan is preparing a spell. Jorah is drawing an arrow on a bow, and the other halflings are doing similarly, some brandishing swords and daggers in preparation for combat, while others are knocking arrows. And on the far side, you see glints of armor in moonlight. For a moment, they look like protectorate armor. But it doesn't look like the two humans that had been brought into Highseek, or at least not only those two. You see a lot of this armor. At least 10 men, all wearing this armor. Up in front of them, as though preparing to fight them head-on, is the first halfling woman. Her short sword drawn, and a stance as though prepared to fight to her last stand. As you all emerge into this brewing battle, Jorah looks over to the group of you and goes, I don't know what's going on. They just appeared out of nowhere and started attacking. There's a lot of people dead, but I'm going to give you all the benefit of the doubt that you didn't bring them here intentionally. But they're here regardless, and if you want to be able to stay in my good graces, you are going to help us. Understood?
Elizabeth is already like enraged to death, glaring at the Protectorate.
Rurik's already marching out, casting spiritual weapon next to the halfling, and he is just going to rush out. He's not going to talk. He's not going to do anything. His face tenses up. He grits his teeth, and he just runs out, screaming as he runs.
Sinclair is gonna. It's gonna rush out with Rurik as well, and he's gonna rage, and he's gonna do a by which.
So I guess we're all just rushing out there.
Yeah, and for a little help of explaining, fine, your mouth transform into a beetle snout or gray mandibles, your choice. Your bite deals 1d8 piercing damage on hit. Once on each of your turns when you damage a creature with your bite, you regain a number of hit points equal to your concentration modifier, minimum of 1 hit point.
We all finally get to fight the Protectorate without... We just all finally get to fight the Protectorate and get our rage out. Yay!
Thera knocks an arrow, and I would like each of you to roll initiative.
I had an idea, but I figured that would take too long to do.
I got a
Initiative
1.
roll!
Technically,
Yeah.
I got a 19. Technically, thanks to my +1.
I got a 6.
Thera got a 24.
What the fuck is wrong with Thera?
Gloomstalker Ranger, man. Gloomstalker Ranger.
Man, I might play a Gloomstalker Ranger if Rurik dies.
Alright, what did Rurik get?
19. I almost said 18. 18 is what I rolled on the dice, +1 because of my initiative modifier.
What did Sinclair get?
A 1.
Oro mi amigo, barbarian, Rolo. Wait, you have initiative modifier. No, it won't help you much. It's not 1. Look right underneath your HP. Oh, he rolled a nat 1. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and what did Elizabeth get?
I got a 5. No, a 6.
Alright, now I'm gonna roll for these humans in packs of 2. The first half got an 18, so that's gonna go after Rurik, but before Elizabeth.
Wait, I did cast my spiritual weapon. Do I need to roll for that too?
Yes. The other
4.
got a 6.
After me.
Alright, and then I'm going to roll for Jorah and Freythan as and
Freythan
natural-
died.
Freythan got a natural fucking 20.
Yay!
Alright, that fucking D20 is lost under there for the moment. And then Jorah is going to go before Elizabeth. Alright, so that brings it around to Freythan. He is going to step forward, and he is going to... Let's see... What do I want him to do?
How many metamagics can you use in one turn?
I think as many as you have points for.
Alright.
Freythan is going to cast a fireball into into 3 of them. So 3 of them are going to make dex saves.
What I was gonna
One
do.
fails. Another one fails. Third one fails. So that's fireball is what? 3d6 or 3d8?
3d8.
I don't remember.
Let me
3D.
go check on my thing.
No, 8d6.
That's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Thank
So all
God
3 of them
for
are going to
all
take
those dice I gave you,
all this.
huh?
God damn.
Oh, God.
4, 8, 12, 14, 17, 20, 25, 31. So 3 of those guys take 31 damage. You see
I
that.
could do that. I could do
Yeah,
worse than that because I have mental flame.
So you see that Freythan nearly wipes out one half of them in one go. That is the end of Freythan's turn. That brings it around to Jesus Christ. Why do I have to be the one rolling so fucking high on shit? Alright, Thea's gonna Hail of
Does everyone
Thorns
have
the
a
other 2 in that hat.
shooting?
That's that hits. I gotta pull up Thea's character sheet because I don't have that open for some reason. She has a... Alright, Hail of Thorns, let's see. Alright, they gotta succeed dex saves.
Don't
One
get the
fails.
ambusher.
The other one fails. That is a d8. And they're both going to take an additional d10. That's 6, 7, 8. They both take 8 damage, or one takes 6, one takes 8. So 2 of them get a little bit hurt, but not terribly. She's going to take a second attack because of Dread Ambither. That's a 7, that misses. And her extra attack, that hits. And deals 4 damage. So 3 of the guys on one half got incinerated. And then 2 of them are a little bit hurt, but not dead yet. That should bring it around to Rurik. So there's 7 of them left. 1 is a little bit more hurt than... 1 is pretty hurt, 1 is kind of hurt, the other 5 are fine.
I want one of the 5. I want the closest motherfucker with full HP.
Okay. You run up to him.
Alright. I am going to swing my war hammer with my teeth grit. Okay, that one is a 22 to hit.
Jesus Christ, that hits. Yeah.
Thank you, 15, plus my plus 7 to hit with my axe. That's so stupid. That's a D12 plus 5. Actually, wait. It's a plus 8 to hit. That was a 23. 6 plus 5. That's 11 damage. And then, because, yeah, I'm not done. After the first swing, I'm going to use one of my War Priest uses and swing at this fuck again.
Okay.
That will be 18. I rolled a 10.
That hits.
I roll again. Does 15 extra to that kill this man?
How much did you deal on the first hit?
The first one was 11, then I just rolled a 10, so 21.
He is not dead.
Oh, damn, I'm
He is
surprised.
severely messed up, but he is not dead.
2 bonks on the head, and this man, he got brain damage.
Oh, he's got brain damage. He's just not dead.
Next turn, he goes, "Hey! I can't do anything. My arm don't work no more."
Alright, is that
Yeah,
everything?
that's the end of my turn.
Alright, that brings it to the half of them that got, 3 of them killed. One of them is going to take out a bow and shoot at Fraythan because they just blew up half of their team. That's a natural 1.
Shoots
Gonna
himself
take
in the
a second.
foot.
That's a 17 that hits. Fraythan takes 10 damage. Alright. And the second one is going to run up to the first halfling woman inside of her. Misses. Second attack. Misses again. Alright, that brings it around to Jorah. Jorah is going to take a shot at the one that shot Fraythan. Natural 2. Second hit. That hits. That's a natural 1 on the dice. Okay. He doesn't seem all that phased. Oh, this is a fucking song to be playing in my fucking ears for this combat.
What song?
The fucking sirens thing from the second Black Panther movie. Alright, that brings it around to Lisbeth. There's the
Group together, I can fireball myself.
the ones on the second half, the ones that Rurik went up to and smacked one of, but then you could hit Rurik if you do that.
Hey Chris, you okay taking a little bit of damage?
I mean, I don't mind.
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna Mantle of Flames this shit. Cause I'm angry.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast fire. I'm going to use a source. Is it 1 or 2? 2 sorcery. Nope. 1 sorcery point. Careful spell. Rurik automatically succeeds.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Fireball.
Okay.
Wait,
So,
let me cast
you're going to be able to hit 3 of them. So 3 of them are going to do dex saves.
Okay, so
Does a 15 pass?
barely, but yes.
Second one passes. Third one fails. So 2 of them are going to take half damage, 1 is going to take full, and Rurik is going to take half.
Yep.
So roll your 8d6.
86, that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 27 plus my charisma modifier is plus 2. That is a 29 damage.
You kill 1.
Is it rounded up or rounded down?
It's even. Or rounded down.
Okay, so I'm taking 14 points of damage.
Yeah, you kill 1 of them, and it's the one that Rurik already smacked.
Are the others at least hurt?
Yeah, they're pretty messed up, but they're not like close to death. They're just singed.
They're not exploded to death.
Rorik will let out a roar of "Ah!" You know, he just got lit on fire, and he'll sneak a quick glance at Lisbeth, like, "Really?"
And you'll just see on her face pure rage.
But
Nothing behind her eyes but fiery fury.
damn, I got hoarded.
Alright, that will move to this second half of humans. Two of them are going to surround Rurik and attack him. So they're going to take.
I'm about to get
4
jumped
attacks
again.
total. One
Yippee.
misses. 2. Third one hits. Your AC's what? 16?
Yes.
And 2 of them hit, 2 of them miss.
All right. Tell me the damage.
You take 22 damage. How's Rurik looking?
Not dead. I'm in the 20s.
Okay.
Like, with 20s, you're fine.
Now-
I have 21 HP out of my 50 HP.
You have so much HP. I have 29.
How high is your constitution? That'll help you.
Oh, my constitution.
I have a +3 to constitution.
My constitution is a +2.
How do you not have more HP on your rolls? You got some bad luck.
Yeah, I've just had bad luck rolling HP. And I'm a sorcerer.
Valid.
So the other 2 of that group are going to run past Rurik. One is going to go for Lisbeth. One is going to go for Freythin. Rurik, you can take an attack of opportunity on one of them.
All right, I'm swinging.
I'm assuming you're going to go for the one that's going after Lisbeth.
Yeah, I hit.
What did you roll?
I rolled 12 plus 8.
Okay, roll your damage.
I lost my D12 there for a second. That was scary. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 14 points of damage. Thwomp.
Alright. You mess him up pretty badly, but he's still standing. These 2 weren't in the blast radius of Fireball.
Valid.
So the one that's going to Elizabeth is going to take a swing with their longsword. Elizabeth, what's your AC now with mage armor? What?
Currently, let me quickly recheck. Plus Dex. It is a 14.
So a 19 hits. Okay.
That's a dick move. That was a dick move. I back that move, but that was a dick move.
Elizabeth, you take 10 damage.
Owie.
The other one is going to take a swing on Freythin. That's a 15. That's going to hit because he has a 14 AC. And he takes 9 damage. Okay. That brings it around to Rurik's spiritual weapon.
Fire damage.
Oh yeah, he does take fire damage because he got within melee range of you. How much does he take?
Charisma modifier. 3 damage.
Okay, you send him a little bit. But that brings it around to the spiritual weapon's turn.
That one that swung at the halfling that I spawned it at, is that one still there?
Yes.
Alright, that's the one it's going to swing at. Just going to go thwomp, just like that. I rolled a hit now. Natural 20! Oh my fucking god!
Could hear the hype.
The
Or
first,
That's
couldn't hear because
2d8.
your mic.
yeah, this was my first nat 20 of this night. Hold on, because I got I know it's 2d8, but then also plus my spellcasting ability modifier for damage, so it's plus 4? Yeah, plus 4 with my 2d8s. Alright, where's my d8? First one is a 4, second one is an 8, so that's 8 plus 8. That is 16 damage.
It fucking demolishes one of them.
Like murders?
Yeah,
What?
it's dead.
The womp, a Goomba. Fuck you.
All right, that brings it around to Sinclair. There's one human at Freythan, one at Lisbeth, two mollywhopping Chris or Rurik, and then there's one to the side with a bow that's been trying to shoot at Freythan.
Rurik's out there in New York. I'm Millie Wop. Hide it in my sock.
I am gonna run towards the one that's near Elizabeth and take a chomp out of him.
All right, roll to hit.
This motherfucker and his raw flesh. I tell you what, he's got some sort of weird kick. Sinclair, you like biting people? Oh yeah.
I got a 14.
I'm glad no one heard what I said.
That's after modifiers.
For this would be a millie.
This would be a millie?
This I
Say ability.
Well, it would be your strength modifier to hit.
Ability modifiers or not? Damn it.
Strength modifier.
It's a +3.
All right, that hits. So it's a D8.
Yeah.
I wheeze so hard that my entire body hurts. Head to toe. Oh my god.
It's a 4.
Sinclair over here millie whopping on his ability score.
Jesus Christ. All right. He looks hurt, but he's still alive. You should be able to take a second attack as a 5th level barbarian. No, because you took a level in warlock. Never mind. All right. Then that should be the end of your turn, right? Okay. That's gonna bring it around to Freythan. Let's see. What is the wording of this spell again?
Avada Kedavra?
Freythan is going to ignore the one that just tried to swing at him in person, and he is going to point at one of the ones by Rurik and cast Phantasmal Killer.
Yo, I'm about to do the dwarf PogChamp face right now.
Rurik, you watch as the human in front of you, his eyes glaze over, and he gets this look of fear in his face. He has to roll a wisdom saving. He fucking rolls it natural too.
Eyes
So he
glaze
fails.
over, his mouth starts foaming, he has rabies now.
Rurik growls at him.
So he becomes frightened. So he cannot move. He takes attacks with disadvantage, or makes attacks with disadvantage. That is, of course, assuming that he survives 4 d10s of damage. 7, 6, 9, 3. Yeah, no, he's dead. Yeah, no. You see like his face glaze over with fear, and then all of a sudden he has a heart attack and drops. Just dead.
Just glaze over, mouth starts foaming.
I
Dead.
haven't seen this much pussy since the troll I slayed.
Listen, I haven't seen this pussy since your mother.
She was rather large.
Alright. And then,
I have a bug bite on my knuckle.
Terminate?
Terminated.
Or it's just my bones loose or something? I don't know. Don't question the words, or my bones loose.
Are my bones loose? I think that Displacer Beast beat too much shit out of me.
A Displacer Beast displaced my bones. That's not how that works.
This
That's how everything works with blunt trauma, motherfucker.
The Mind Flayer discombobulated my arm.
And then actually, Nova, you kind of glance over at Fraythan, and you see all of a sudden his feet becoming like wreathed in flame as he casts Flame Stride.
I found your father.
And
I was about to say, Dad?
and he like blindingly fast steps away from this guy. The guy that he steps away from is going to take a d6 fire damage. He takes 3 fire damage. And he suddenly appears behind Rurik, prepared to support him. With that, Thera is going to take a shot at the guy next to Lisbeth. She's going to Hunter's Mark him first.
My wife.
So she's going to deal an additional d6 of damage whenever she hits it. She rolls a 19 to hit. So she's going to deal a d8 and a d6. She deals fucking max damage on both dice. She doesn't kill him, but no, she does kill him. She does kill him because Rurik dealt the opportunity attack on him. So yeah, that guy just arrow sprouts from his neck and drops dead. She's going to then take a shot at the guy that was attacking Fraythan before he flame strode. She rolls a 19 before modifiers, so she rolled a 28 to hit. And again, rolls an 8 on the d8 of damage. So he gets pretty messed up, but he is still standing. That is going to bring it around to Rurik. Rurik, it is your turn. You have one guy still on you. There is, the guy that Fraythan left behind. Fraythan is behind you. And there is the guy with the bow.
Okay. So how many of them are nearby? Just the one that I'm at currently?
Just the one.
Okay. I'm going to start off by casting Healing Word on Fraythan.
By Rurik or Sinclair?
On Fraythan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's... You said Healing Word?
Yeah, it's
No,
1d4 plus my spell
Fraythan?
casting, which is 4. So it's going to be a total of 1d4 plus 4.
Okay.
On Fraythan.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
So, you roll that, not me.
Oh, I roll that. Okay, hold on. My bad. How does 5 sound?
You rolled a 1 plus 4?
I rolled a 1 plus 4.
Jesus.
Thank
okay.
God for that plus 4, man.
Fraythan feels the healing energy fill his body, but it kind of like looks at you like, that was kind of pathetic, but okay.
Wow, I take back my healing word. I unheal his word.
Your healing word is pussy.
Yeah, pussy. And he's like, I'm kind of hurtful. I'm kind of hurtful. Great. But
Heals,
I am
5 damage, takes 1d4 damage.
I'm going to swing at this
Takes a D4
motherfucker.
psychic.
I'm going to swing at him,
Okay.
motherfucker. I'll roll.
Roll it.
16.
That just hits.
Thank God. That's a D12. Woo! That's 12 damage.
That he's just barely alive,
I could blow him a
Just
kiss
barely.
and he'd fall.
pretty much. Alright, that brings it around to The last remaining human of the first group is going to take a pot shot at, I guess Lisbeth with his bow. That hits. That's going to be a D8. Lisbeth, you take 4 damage. He's going to take a second shot. Extra attack. That is a 3 that misses. Alright, that brings it around to Jorah. Jorah's going to take a shot at him. Rolls a natural 2 on her first attack. And a natural 6 on the second attack. Misses both shots. That brings it around to Lisbeth. So there's the guy left that just tried to take a shot at you. There is the guy on death's door in front of Rurik, and that's it.
How far away is the guy who took a shot at me?
About 60 feet away.
Okay, I can't do that. So, my words, please. I would like you to form into something coherent. My hand goes into like a finger gun, 2 fingers with the one up to aim. As a small orb of fire appears and shoots a firebolt.
Okay, roll to hit.
Hit that. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Damn. And then I'm gonna take my movement and just get behind Sinclair.
Okay. That would bring it around to the last human on Rurik. He's gonna take 2 steps. That's a 18 to hit. That should hit, right?
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, gonna roll the second attack again. That's a natural 18 to hit, so yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so I'm taking 2 swings. That's great.
7 and 4. So you take 11 damage.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I've never seen my health drop so quick in my life.
That brings it around to the spiritual weapon. There's still the guy with the bow that your spiritual weapon can reach.
A bunk. I roll. $16 to hit.
That hits.
Thank God. 10 damage.
He's just barely alive.
Gee, what? Ah! The second guy I've smashed with a hammer, and he just like, ow, ow. He does to Jim Carrey whenever he gets shot in the knee. Ah!
This is Chris right now. This is Chris.
That brings around to Sinclair. So there is the guy on Rurik, and there's the guy to the side.
Ooh,
And I am behind you.
You can, as the DM, you can choose not to answer this. Who is almost on death's door?
Both of them are almost on death's
Both
door.
of them you could kiss and they die.
Kiss him with your big monster mouth and go,
Which one's closest to me?
The one by Rurik.
I want to run over there and rip out his fucking throat.
Oh my God,
Wait.
my dwarven nipples
Puppy
are
snap.
hard.
Natural 20 or natural 1?
I think he's laughing at what I said.
I am.
explain yourself.
Okay, I need to go through my character sheet. Hold on.
Rurik would get
What do you roll on the
excited. Rurik would get excited due to the fact of a protectorate man getting his throat ripped out.
12 plus +3.
That misses.
And you
Fuck!
say you're great.
He bites me instead. It kills me out too.
I will physically.
You're too short.
Make...
You'd have to like really bend down to do so.
If that
He
happens,
said he
I
was trying to
will
bite
make
his neck off. Never say which one. Just say.
the human.
No, that's not what I was. Never mind.
If I accidentally kill Rogue, I'm gonna make Sinclair I don't care about a check. I'm gonna make him run off the nearest cliff. Full pelt.
Oh, my dwarven friend.
Loses her only, like, 2 of her only friends.
Yeah, poor Elizabeth.
It's been like, what, a week? If that?
Okay.
Maybe a week and a half since her father. It's like, what the fuck? Everyone around me dies.
3 days passed. 3 days passed.
Am I allowed?
2
am I
days
allowed
passed.
to-
2 more
to
days
do
passed. 1 day passed. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's been 11 days in game.
It's the worst month of her life.
Is there? Can I possibly cast a spell, or did I use up the slot to do so?
So you're currently in a rage, so you can't cast spells.
Okay, so then that means my turn. Great.
That is how that works.
Alright.
Damn.
That brings it around to Fraythan. Fraythan is going to fucking shocking grasp the guy in front of Chris. So he's gonna roll a hit. That's a fucking natural 4 on the dice.
Oh my
That
god.
misses. Fraythan's gonna be like, you know what, this isn't worth it, and he's gonna misty step back towards Lisbeth. Thera is going to take 2 shots. One at the guy on Rurik, one at the other one. First one is not gonna hit, I don't think. Hold on, let me check her modifiers. 8, 9, 10. Nope. Just misses by 1. Alright, just gonna take a shot at the second guy. And misses by a whole lot more. Okay, so both of these guys are still alive. Rurik, that brings it around to you.
Alright. So there's the guy in front of me and the guy that's still alive on the other side, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh shit, can I do that? Hold on. Oh, that's an action, not a bonus action. Oh no. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my bonus action first. I'm going to actually do my second win, which is 1d8 plus my fighter level. So I'm going to roll, or not d8, but d10.
Okay.
Where's my d10? There it is. I'm rolling my d10. I got 10 plus 1, so I'm going to gain 11 HP. 0 is 10, right, on the die?
Yes.
Okay. I was there for a second. I was like, I think this.
Well, the 0 on a d20? That's not possible.
Well, it was a D10, so it threw me off because I forgot.
Yeah, I know that, but like, I'm just imagining.
Oh yeah.
like, have a statistically impossible, like, universal error because fuck you.
But Rurik is now at 21 HP. 21, and he takes a swing at the guy in front of me. I'm trying to do the math. Why is my brain not working? That's 17. What the fuck?
Alright, you hit him. He's dead. He had 1 hit point.
Thwomp. Dead as hell. Dead as a doorknob. Dead as a doornail. Killed him.
That brings it around to the one human left, who is going to take a shot at Lisbeth.
I fucking knew
It's
it.
a natural 3 on the dice. Second attack.
I think these people hate
It's a
Lisbeth.
17. That hits.
I'm not gonna lie about it. I don't think these people like Lisbeth.
Lisbeth takes 6 damage.
Please tell me it's my turn now.
Nope, it's Jorah's. Jorah rolled. What?
I gotta kill this motherfucker.
It's,
I want to be the one to do it.
That hits though. So she's gonna. That guy's dead. Jorah shoots him. I'm sorry. But actually, what Jorah's gonna do is Jorah's gonna look to Lisbeth and see that she's in a wreath of fire, and she's gonna take her arrowhead, put it in the flames until it catches fire, and then pulls back, lets the arrow loose, and it just right into the guy's face. And he drops dead.
I'm seething, and the flames around me are just growing with my anger.
So, all of the humans are dead now. The protectorate force that came into this town to try and reclaim it are dead. Freythan is breathing heavily behind Rurik, having been pretty decently fucked up. Sinclair is still in his rage, his jaw extended out with the magical whatever the fuck it is that's doing that to him. Rurik is hurt but still standing strong. And Thera is pretty much fine, same as Jorah. And the halfling huntress from before is standing there looking around at all the dead humans.
An object counts as a corpse, right?
Huh?
A corpse counts as an object, right?
Yeah.
I'm running to the one who shot me, and I'm lighting it on fire until he's ash.
Before you do that, something clicks in all of your heads. Throughout that entire combat, none of the humans attacked the halfling woman. And she didn't attack any of them.
Low.
Yeah, he did.
All right, I'm back.
Slow head turn.
But as you look at all the dead humans around you all, and something clicks. Rurik, in the heat of the moment, as you were fighting these men, and you saw the one be consumed by the phantasmal killer, you were too heavily into the combat to notice this. But his eyes were purple.
Does Turek notice this?
As he thinks about it now, he remembers they were purple. And that you look at the corpses of all the other humans, and you look at them, you see that their eyes were purple too.
Rurik will begin just looking around and go, as he realizes and he quickly turns and quickly begins to try to run straight towards Lisbeth.
Oh, to me?
As you run towards Lisbeth, a sound fills the quiet left behind from the combat. The crack and twist and snap of bone. Does Rurik look back?
I think everyone's gonna look
Yeah,
back.
Well, no. Everyone else I know would be looking because they're already looking in that direction. I'm just wondering if Rurik would stop running to look.
Yes, Rurik would stop running to look.
All of you turn your attention to the source of the sound. The halfling woman. Her back is bent almost all the way so that her shoulders are touching the insides of her knees. And you watch as her body writhes and bones go out of place and reform and go out of place again and reform in continuously stranger and stranger patterns as barnacles form across the stomach of the woman before it suddenly splits open. Where you would expect there to be blood, there isn't, but from within the halfling woman's stomach emerges something. Something you recognize.
Is it V?
You watch as the spiked leather armor of the drow woman emerges from
I
within
fucking knew it! I
the
fucking knew
halfling's
it!
stomach.
Rurik will scream. He'll start with a quick run. Run! And he'll just keep on running towards Lisbeth.
I think Elizabeth's first reaction is just to fire Scorching Ray at V.
Is that a to hit thing?
Nope, that's just it's done.
No, that's magic. Magic missile works that way. I don't think Scorching Ray does.
Not Burning Hands, Scorching Ray. You create it does, it is the hit.
Yeah, it's a yeah.
I'm still doing it.
Roll to hit.
So that
And
is,
it's 3 rays.
yep, 3 rays. All at her. Does a 12 hitter? Or 8, 9, 10, 11. No, does a 14 hitter AC?
No.
And they do nothing. Because that was the highest I rolled.
You watch as these bursts of fire emerge from your hands and fly screaming through the air towards the woman. But the last instant before they would impact her, her head spins hard, further than it should, and all of a sudden a dark purple shield forms in front of her, sending the rays flying off in a random direction before dissipating into nothingness. And she starts laughing. Loud and uproarious laughter of pure joy. Are you all running away from her, or any of you staying behind?
Elizabeth might even just charge her.
You're gonna charge her?
She is blinded by nothing but rage and the flame. So, yes, I'm gonna charge her.
Alright, what is Sinclair doing?
Actually, no, I'm not gonna charge her. I'm gonna Misty Step up to her.
He still has that now, so he's gonna rush and try to rip out her fucking neck.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna say is gonna happen. We're going to do this based off of the initiatives that you all already had. So, Rurik, you already said that you were running away. I'm gonna hold you to that for the moment.
I was running towards Lisbeth, not away.
Okay, well, you were running towards Lisbeth and saying to run, so you were heading in that direction. But you were not close enough, and you don't have a high enough speed to reach her before she starts running. However...
Or before she Misty Steps.
Yeah, or before she Misty Steps. Fraythan is watching this happen, and he glances at the purple emanating around this woman and at the purple on Sinclair's arm, and he seems to think for a second as he remembers the purple within the city. And then he looks and he sees Lisbeth preparing to charge a spell, and he's going to hold his turn for the moment. Lisbeth, you see V emerging from this mangled halfling body, and you prepare to Misty Step, but as the spell goes to trigger, all of a sudden it dissipates. Fraythan counterspells it. You are still stuck in place. Sinclair, Sinclair, you run forward to try and get to V. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Alright. Ooh. I got a plus 3. That is a 9. That is not.
That misses.
No.
She like backhands you and sends you sprawling away. And then on her turn, to make sure that you don't get close enough to her, she's going to cast Thunder Wave. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Which one of us? All of us?
Sinclair.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What's happening?
Roll a dexterity save. She's casting Thunderclap or Thunderwave on you.
I roll 18 plus dexterity. That is a 19.
Alright. You save, but you're still going to take 3d8 damage because you're going to take 3d8 damage halved because she is casting this at second level. You take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. You take 6 damage.
Alright.
And you watch as this burst of thunderous force just bursts from her chest and tries to buffet you backwards. It hurts like a motherfucker, and you feel your ears starting to bleed, but you aren't pushed back despite how much force is being applied on you in this moment.
Fucking the anime fucking like twist into the ground.
Yeah, like you create like a drag line a few inches in the dirt under your feet. And V finally stops laughing as she looks at all of you and goes, "Oh, this is something. You all really are just persistent, aren't you?" Wow, I really did underestimate you all, didn't I? I thought for sure that leading these humans here would do more to you all. But you exceeded even my own expectations for you. Bravo. And she does a little golf clap. And she goes, "This may not have been as fortuitous for me as I expected, but it wasn't entirely useless for me either. After all, you led me somewhere perfect." And she is going to do something very fun. Let me check on the specifics of how this works.
I'm worried what's
She is going to cast...
I'm scared.
She's going to cast Dominate Person.
No.
Oh no.
She is going to cast Dominate Person on Fraythen.
No.
So, she's casting this at a 7th level spell slot.
No.
And it is concentration 1 hour. Fraythen needs to succeed a wisdom saving throw. But he does have advantage because she's an enemy, like actively.
Come on, save.
That's a 3 on the first roll. Second roll,
Come on.
that's a 5.
No.
You all watch
No.
as V's face twists into a grin, one that you've seen on her face already before, as she points her hand towards Fraythen and goes, "Wouldn't you be so kind as to help me?" And you all watch as Fraythen's form stiffens.
Don't fucking
And
would you
he-
kindly us?
Damn it, you beat me to it. I was about to type in chat BioShock reference question mark.
Funnily enough, I've never played
Bioshock.
BioShock.
I'm gonna have to buy you BioShock because BioShock is fire.
She has
Um,
Bioshock. Let me go check our shared Steam library.
It's not important right now. but you all watch as Frathan's body stiffens into this like rigid line, and his eyes are like locked onto Lisbeth. And with the last moments of his will, Frathan is going to do something. He's going to make a telepathic link to Lisbeth for a split second. And Lisbeth, in your head, you hear Frathan's voice weakly and faintly go, I was charged with protecting you and sending you somewhere safe. I'm going to make sure that happens if it's the last thing I do. And with the last bit of his will, you all see his right hand stretch open with intense effort, the fingers cracking with the amount of effort he's doing before bringing his thumb and index finger together and snapping. V, for a second, seems to have a surprised look on her face as she watches this happen and then feels the arcane energy in the air surrounding Frathan for an instant before all of a sudden, for all of you, everything goes dark. Lisbeth, Rurik, Sinclair, and Thera. All of a sudden your vision goes blank. The sounds of Highseek leave your mind. V's presence is no longer felt by any of you, and you're somewhere pitch black. You can't see anything, but you feel like you're moving. It feels like you're hurtling through something. And all of a sudden, you all reappear. Somewhere that Lisbeth will recognize. The room you all stand in, that you appear in, is dark. For the most part. It's dark and warm.
I mean, I'm still on fire.
Oh, that's a good point. So it's dark aside from the illumination made by Lisbeth. You're in a small-ish room that seems uniform for the most part, until your eyes all settle on this sort of curve along one of the walls that seems to go around, some like an illusion that made it seem like the walls connected when they didn't. And from around that corner, you see bright orange light flickering across the walls. Lisbeth, you feel an intense familiarity with this place that you don't fully understand. But you feel compelled to step around that corner. Give me a second.
I'm this close to blowing us all up.
When I say tears, bro, I mean tears. Tears are streaming down my cheeks right now. When I say tears, I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but I'll try. Hold on, I gotta deactivate my
my jaw dropped and I'm like fucking baffled.
Y'all, my fucking jaw hurts from clenching.
From clenching?
I am feeling Lisbeth's rage.
But
I don't. Hold on. I don't know if you guys are gonna see this. Hold on. I'm gonna turn on my camera now. Can you guys? Oh wait, my camera. Can you guys see the tear that was rolling down my cheek here? Is it still wet?
Yeah, it's still wet. I can see it down.
Dude, when I say tears, I really mean it, dude. Tears, brother. Tears.
I forgot my camera works on this computer.
Hey, this might be how I do D&D from now on. That's pretty cool. Don't open your mouth at me.
I'm stretching it.
Too bad Leon can't do face cam. He's on PlayStation.
Sex.
Brother, what did you just say? Sex?
I said sex
I
and then
heard that
turned my
too.
camera off. I heard sex and then turned my camera off. That's exactly what I said.
Sex!
Jump scare.
Five Nights at Sussy
we-
Baka's jump scare having ass. Sex! Freddy Fazbear with big titties come out just
Okay.
Can we move? Okay. But, as I was saying, Elizabeth, you feel an intense familiarity with this place. This is the same place you went to when you misty stepped,
I knew it.
and you feel an intense draw around the corner. What do?
I am full of thoughts. I'm barely thinking. I'm running around that corner. Not just like I am running, because it's the only feeling I'm feeling that isn't rage. And I'm trying desperately not to fucking blow. Because in this proximity, it would probably kill the other two. Other three.
Actually, about that, Sam said us three.
No, I said all four of you.
Oh, okay. Thank fucking God. I
all
just
four
threw
of
my
you.
fucking soda on accident. Hold on.
You wouldn't do that to me that hard after that already.
I smacked the death. I seriously, that's the reason why I started
Don't-
crying. I
don't
thought it was
smile at
just
me like
us
that.
three. I was like,
Don't
no!
smile at me like that. I will deny you cuddles.
You should have just went with it, Sam. It would have been more heartbreaking. I ain't gonna lie
I
about
already
it.
took Fraythan away from y'all. Don't, I'm not gonna do that to y'all.
Valid.
He
Yet.
kicked.
If you did, you all are dying. We all are dying. I still have a third
But-
level spell slot.
Alright. Do the two of you follow at a safe distance behind? That's at Rurik and Sinclair.
I know. I was just trying to. Rurik, right away after being thrown into this place, would fall to his knees and hands, and going from to all over the floor, just absolutely. Why'd you make that face? Was that too realistic for your liking?
No, it was, if anything, it was a little too over-exaggerated, which was just funny.
You made that face and it made me worry like I fucked something up. I just puked all over your magical realm. Sorry, Elizabeth.
Turn itself away, if anything.
But then he'll wipe his face, his head hurting really bad, and he like squints his eye and he gets up and he sees that Elizabeth is walking away and follows.
No, running.
He's sprinting.
Running away, but I'm too nauseous to run after you, so I'm like Jack Sparrow in my ass your way. Best way to describe that. I'm like Jack Sparrow right now.
And Sinclair?
He is currently still, I believe, still doing rage. He is fucking
Yeah, you're
on
still
the
in range.
Two of us are still
Still
enraged, and only one of us
on
is
the
a barbarian.
on the ground. He is also like inside, like pure rage, not like on the outside, but he's like he has like just breathing heavily with blood dripping from his beastful snout, looking down at the ground.
Now, Thera is actually going to follow behind Lisbeth. She's going to chase after Lisbeth. Lisbeth, you step around this corner, following the dark gray walls of this place and around a corner. And you find a fire. Just a bonfire. But you feel drawn to it, as though you should touch it or maybe even get into the fire. It's a rather large bonfire.
I'm getting in.
Do you get into it?
the same. The way you kind of went, it was like, get the fire, bitch.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I'm just like, I'm getting in. I'm diving in. Kind of thing.
You're like, there's a big bonfire, you can get in it, and you squint in a certain way and just started smirking. It was like, burn, you motherfucker, burn!
Die!
Die!
But you approach the fire. And the closer you get to it, the more your own mantle of fire grows and rages around you, and you set a foot into the fire. And then your second foot.
And then your third foot.
Shut the fuck up. But you... Chris, I'm gonna kick you from this call, I swear to God.
I was trying to do that before you started talking again, but there was, for some odd reason, a soundboard delay. I clicked that when you looked down. Whenever you looked up 3 seconds later, it finally played.
But you step into the fire, and you feel it surround you. The fire of the campfire below you mixing with your own mantle.
I can respawn
And-
now. I'm sorry, I'm using humor to cope.
Real quick, why is this
Gondor
scene-
calls for aid.
Why is this
At
this
this-
scene reminding me of the flame Atronachs from Skyrim? Why is this scene reminding me of that?
At this point, when Rurik had finally showed
I
up...
I saw
That's
that,
up to
Sammy.
you.
Yeah,
I
I'd
saw
say
that.
at this point, Rurik shows up, and he'll see as Elizabeth is in the fire engulfed, and he'll just fall to his knees in silence.
And then I'm going to describe this from Rurik's point of view.
Yes.
Even better.
Rurik, you
Rurik isn't the main
watch.
favorite, he's the camera.
You watch. He's the R2-D2 of this story.
He is short enough.
But okay,
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my... Sorry.
you step around the corner. You see Thera standing, watching wide-eyed, and you see Lisbeth. In your eyes, the second coming of your daughter. Step into this raging fire. Her own fire mixing with it and swirling around her body. Before suddenly, both fires go out. In an instant, the campfire and the mantle of flames dissipate in a puff of smoke. And you watch as Lisbeth lifts both of her hands and looks at them. And suddenly, each hand ignites in fire. Lisbeth, as you do this, as you watch your hands ignite, you feel something odd about them. Each fire feels unique, but they also don't feel like fire. It's a warmth, it's a comforting warmth, and it looks like fire, but it doesn't feel like it. Instead of that all-encompassing destructive force of fire that you know so well, one feels like growth, expansion, life. The other feels like control and the cycle of containment that fire can bring with wildfires. And then you feel a voice, two voices in the back of your head. Both of them speak in unison and say, "You finally found us, daughter."
Wait, you're roboting? go back a bit. You roboted, and we want this fully.
What do you mean you finally... Oh, you finally found us, daughter. And that is where we will end our session.